Right, let's just wait until we're showing us live again, as per. Who's in the room? Let's have a look. Waiting. Just myself and the Maud Sith at the moment, but looks like we are live. So, big welcome everybody to the stream with me, Sid, and yeah. It's just coming on towards night time of the last day of winter. And we all know what that means. It means, I want to skip that ad because there's a drawing of stuff. There we go. That's better. Right, let me sleep. It means we can get back into the actual Harvest Festival mod and actually start doing some stuff. Because we've been remiss. Winter has been really unpleasant, insofar as certain things such as having to let me just get rid of some of this stuff while we're at it. Your wood, so put you away. What did I just put in there? Well, copper doesn't definitely want to be in there. Sticks can go in there. That can go in there for now. And we'll stick you, and that can go in there. Oh yeah. Right. Where am I going? First things first, I need to grab. I could have sworn I had some seeds somewhere. There we go. Carrot seeds are autumn. I can't use those. I'm sure I had some other seeds. What did I do with my seeds? Right. Hang on. Which side is the top? That side is the top. Of course it is. There we go. I did a little bit of moving stuff around, and clearly it didn't work quite the way we intended. Yeah. Let me just grab the rest of that. Valuables. That, and that. You can have the coal as well. Keep hold of you. Keep hold of you. So I was looking. I could have sworn. There we go. Spring and summer. I knew I had some. We got that. We got the copper thing. Yeah. Yeah. All this extra storage we keep getting, it doesn't actually always help, does it? Right, let's go and get these planted. We'll go and see what other seeds we can buy. And right, so let's do some grass seeds. Then we'll get the old hoe. Right, where are you in terms of growth? And then we'll need another one. And then we can pop. What are you? You are wheat seeds, so 1 and 2, and then we can get this watered. Hi Neil, how's it going? All right, so order of business. First thing to mention, I have got the startings of what I can only describe as a mouth ulcer, not a mouth ulcer, a abscess. So I've been in agony on and off all day. So at the moment I'm on paracetamol, ibuprofen, and everybody's favourite Strongbow, my best painkiller of the lot. So hopefully this will see us through. But if it looks like I'm going to have to cut the stream short, then obviously I will do, because you don't want me to sit here moaning like a big girl about dental pain. You really don't. And we'll fill all this in. I'm just kind of trying to make a little bit of sense of this area around here before we start with that, and then we need to do similar around here. So yeah, that's that. What else has been happening? New servers live. If you'll probably have seen that that video. I ummed and ahed about what to go with, and in the end, the best in town. It's the only one in town. Okay, shop. Turnip seeds, spring in 5 days for 120. cucumber seeds, yeah, potato, grass, wheat. Is that it? Turnips, cucumber. We'll have some of those. We'll have that one, 2 of those. What are these? These are 5 days, 8 days, 11 days, 28 days, and 10 days. How are we doing there? What we got? 4. That's 5. Well, okay. 5 plots. I'm trying to think. I did 3. I can't remember how many plots I've got now. We need to get the money together. We need to build up the money so we can buy the Goddess Pond, so we can move to the next tier of building, which will include the thing. How many did we have? 1, 2. Got 8. Got 16 plots. Okay, that's fine. I can live with 16. Shop. Interesting. We definitely got some lag going on here, and lack of sound. What on earth is going on? Okay. Well, this is a good start, isn't it? Okay, let's try that again. Shall we? Everything, yeah, we're back in sync. Okay, back in the room. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I've got 5. What have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's half of the greenhouse done, so that should be good, I think. Cucumbers, and we'll have turnips and turnips and turnips and turnips, and we'll get that going. So yeah, it's been a fun day, alternating between taking over-the-counter painkillers and migrating a server. I know which I prefer to do. I'm wondering whether to get another 8 lots of turnips. They're the fastest. They're going to turn around the fastest in terms of harvest. So yeah, I think we will, you know. Let's go and get more turnips. Where have you gone now? Has no one ever told you? Don't. No. Oh, hello, there you go. We're always in stock. Yes, I know you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everything I can afford. You've taken me for everything. I mean, seriously. So has everybody had a good week anyway? Mine has been interesting, work-wise and personal-wise. So let's be honest, that's probably the best you can ask for, isn't it? An interesting thing. Right, you need to get up. Right, let me go and do 1, 2. How's that going anyway? That's 100%, so we can get that upgraded. Okay, and then, which will be good. And it's going to take a while to water all of these. This is the only issue I see with having a large farm. Bump, 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 bump. But then I suppose it's considerably less time than it did. I mean, when we had to do 9 at a time. Which obviously is going to be better anyway. Yeah. Right, we'll leave that to this lot to keep on doing its thing. Now I could speed. Actually, I should take you down. I'm not gonna do any more of these fancy decorations around the place for a while. Let's deal with day-to-day stuff, getting the money, getting the harvest festival, get the right mod going. I hope the stream's all right. I hope we've had my broadband decided today to be a little bit slower than the norm, which is always great when you're going to stream. At least it's not absolutely dog slow, which is, I suppose it could quite easily have been. Any more crap to clean up around the place? No, I do need more dirt though. I need to fill this hole in, and we are definitely short on dirt. We need to think about storage area. We need to think about great many things, to be honest. We need to grab this, for example, and that one. No creepers or anything around the place, which makes a change actually. This place is not the safest. And then we need to think about getting these animals well and producing again, because at the moment they are basically ill. Which means that they don't do anything, as best I can tell. So yeah, not always ideal. What time are we at? See, this is what I like. It's 5 o'clock and look, it's not dark yet. This is how normally, this is what winter denies us. Right, let's have a think. What have we got? For starters, I've only got coarse dirt and a little bit of chiseled dirt there. Plenty of wood, so, and we've got plenty of dark oak. We can get more dark oak, that's dead easy. So maybe dark oak should be some of our building block of choice, because it's a fairly easy one to grab. And maybe we should start thinking about a chicken coop for the first element. Well, chickens or cows? The cobbled plan is for barn and chicken coop with free range area in the middle. So laid out from this. So this is mine, and obviously, you know, is that peculiar thing with the 1, 2, 3, 4. The peculiar thing with this mod is that you kind of end up with 2 lots of buildings. 1, 2, 3. You end up with yours, and you end up with the ones that the game's going to build. 2, 3, 4. This is going to hurt. Yep, knew it was. Always does. So we'll get in and we'll have we're basically going to have a chicken coop here. Something was taking damage down there. I just saw a damage indicator. And then this will come down and be not that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, 4. And I think just a flat roof, which is going to go across from there. I may even take this up 1 higher yet. But yeah, we could do with a load of dirt as well. I'm just wondering where I could get that from without ruining the local ambience. We should probably think about doing something about our armor as well, because that's more than a little bit crap. Right, so I need dirt, we need things we'll sleep the night off. At least we can get the things changing fairly rapidly. Love this mod. Love this mod. I love all these decoration mods, rustic, the whole lot. Right, so what do we need? Oh god, look, this needs toning down. Seriously, toning down. And your first actions of the day are to go out and pick up the crap that has spawned. I mean, at least Stardew Valley only does this once a season, and then steadily over time it does a little bit more, but yeah. Oh dear. Right, that's not a good start, is it? Wheeze. We'll get this done. We'll go and we'll get the old watering done. At least, as I said, this is somewhat faster. In fact, I will take the hoe in to. I wanted to say Clint then, but it's not Clint, is it? That's Stardew Valley Blacksmith. eventually I'm sure we'll get to the point where we can get sprinklers, although I know they're in the pack, I just don't know how you obtain them yet, which is potentially a minor issue. Right, hang on then. Right, we need to eat. We go and grab me copper. I haven't got enough money. I know there's no point. I haven't got enough cash yet to do that upgrade. Let's go and find dirt. We'll head over the hill, I think, and we'll take it from the other side, out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. Gimme. And get up here. Yeah, so I haven't noticed it despawning at all. I suppose the obvious thing is to mark. What we'll do is we'll test it. It'll be like, you know, Mythbusters, but for Minecraft, and obviously, you know, without Jamie and Adam and everybody, and Norm. Norm. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, it's interesting. So this weekend, well, this week, I should say, I discovered a new YouTube channel, which has nothing to do with Minecraft whatsoever. It's nothing to do with gaming whatsoever. Oh, well, no, I'll rephrase that. It has tentatively weak links to gaming. Right, I'm going to grab some dirt from up here. I didn't bring a bed with me. That's good. So we need to be aware of that. Because there's none on that. Oh, hang on. No, we don't. We can go. We can sort this. We can sort the bed problem. Yeah. So this this channel I've started watching. I watch it because I find real life things fascinating. You know, and when I say like real life things, you know, old crafty things, and so I've been watching a lot of prop building and prop making videos over the last few months. Now, don't get me wrong, I am the last person you would want to... Did I have a boat with me? Yes. I'm the last person you would want to get their tools out and do anything handy around, like, you know, making props or rope. That's, you know, this is not my bag, shall we say. But I do find these things fascinating. Yeah, there's no beds left in here, you see, but that's not a problem. Oh, did I take this one? I might not have taken... Oi! Yeah, I did take that one as well. Good God, I was efficient. I didn't take the pirate banners because I've got no use for them whatsoever, or the crafting bench, or the chest, really. I suppose I should have taken the chest, but what I was thinking is I might take this wool. And then I can build a bed. That makes life easy, doesn't it? So yeah, this particular... So I've got into these I will use the word semi-documentary. They're not documentaries by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, they're human interest. I don't know how you describe them. And I say a lot of prop makers, people who are making armour out of foam rubber and stuff, you know, and pretend armour and all that kind of thing. Has featured quite high. Oh, hang on. Oh. You put a little carpet in to stop spawning, did you? Anyway, so I got into that, and then recently I started watching, and I don't know whether anybody's come across these guys, Man at Arms Reforged. I think it's orme.channel or something is the name of the channel, but they're basically blacksmiths, weaponsmiths, modern day ones, obviously. But I've started watching those because I don't know why, just for some peculiar reason, someone actually sitting there making a sword from scratch fascinates me. And these guys do a mixture of sword making, so they'll do what's the word? They'll use modern tools. They'll use things like, you know, grinders and plasma cutters, CNC machines, and power hammers and all that kind of stuff. But they also do a mixture of traditional stuff as well. And I was just finding it fascinating watching. But they did one recently. They did one I watched recently, which was they got back into making the sword the traditional way. And by that I mean they smelted the ore in a pit kiln, for one thing, the bloomery, and did everything in quotes proper. And I'll tell you something, I will never ever complain about how complicated Terra Firma Craft is again. Well, I probably will, but you just have to remind me about that particular incident, and I will shut up, because Jesus, the actual lengths that these guys went through to actually, we'll rejoin those. We'll do those together, and we'll have a bed. There you go, sorted. You can have that for starters. Is there any major use for carpet? We can chisel it. You can go then as well, and those I can flog, so that's fine. Right, let's get back out to land, get some dirt, which is what we actually came for. I'm going to head out. Where are we? I'm going to head out over here, because we've not actually explored up here, or rather up here, but this island here, it's a little bit further away, a little bit less demonstrative, a little bit less in my face if when it comes to that. So we need the dirt, and yeah, it was just fascinating watching the sheer lengths they go to reduce a handful of limonite sand to an ingot of metal just large enough to forge a samurai sword or whatever it may be. And as I say, it made me appreciate just how easy it is in Terra Firma Craft. But we do need a lot of dirt, so I'm going to grab as much. I'm going to lower this island right down actually, because the sand will come in handy as well. If I see a guardian thingy, hoofer, spiky fish, minefish. That would have been a better name for them actually, calling them minefish rather than guardians. Because I've actually been getting those in the Sid Modded Life. Those buggers are spawning in my river, just for good measure. So yeah, that's been entertaining, coming out in the morning and with a hostile mob indicator on the map, and it's one of these fellas swimming around in my river. Fortunately, they don't attack me dolphin or flipper, which is always a good thing. I see you there. I don't think I don't. It would, and maybe that's something we should make. I think a couple of stacks will do us. I haven't made an excavator yet. I should actually make some of the bigger tools, and maybe even the yeah, I'll grab these. This should give us enough to be going on with, just really to fill in that gap around the place and get one of the things built. But yeah, and maybe we'll make a Tinker's excavator. Oh, it was you, was it? Okay, that's fine. It's not like I'm going to go out there and go after him. That would be the equivalent of going into the water to attack a shark, wouldn't it, really? Better to get the shark out of the water to attack you, because then you have the benefit, over him. They really don't like squids, do they? Yeah, that hindsight thing, it's great. Tinker's excavator. Quarry, full on quarry. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's have a full on quarry. Right, I'll have that sand as well. Okay, let's head back. That should give us enough to be going on with, I think. Beep, beep, beep. And go. Right, we need to just set up shop somewhere and sleep, don't we? And then we can get back across and water the crops in the morning. That will do it. I'm not a big fan of leveling everything out. Personally, it's generally speaking, I will try to only do it where I need definitely need, you know, a level playing field to work in. So like this, where I've got a build. But what I will often do is try and bring the build into the landscape, so dig it in. But sometimes, yeah, mixes really. There's different approaches for different problems, and you know, either works. There's no right answer. It's a nice thing with Minecraft, I think, that there is no right answer or wrong answer. It's just, well, all right, there is a right answer. You know, if someone tells you how to make a redstone comparator, for example, there is a right answer and a wrong answer. You know, if they tell you that you're going to need some leather and some eggs, then you can be pretty certain it's wrong. But for the aesthetic point of view, the artistic side of things and the building, no, there's no such thing as a right or wrong answer. How did I get up? Was it up here? Not quite, but we'll have the extra dirt anyway. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, where are we? Let's get down and go and water the crops and sell this junk and get some planning done. I'm not going to bother picking the junk up, of course. I can pick that one up because I've already got one. In fact, let's go and right. This stick. This is our test junk. Let's see if that despawns, because if it does, then I'm going to be very, very happy and annoyed with myself at the same time. I'm also going to pop in here, and I'm going to drop off the sand and the wool. Oh, that doesn't go in there. That's not wood. That's not the wood chest. That is the wood chest. So yeah, we'll see what happens to that stick. And I'm not going to pick you up. I don't want to pick you up. No, back off. Right. Watering can. Plop, 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 plop. I'm going to need 1,000 to get the medicine. The animals. 1,000 gold to pay for my neglect. Which is my own fault. It is, without a shadow of a doubt. My God, my energy goes down, doesn't it? AKA hunger. It's a nice little feature, though, has to be said. Linking hunger to the energy. Right, where are we? I want to... So I'm not so worried about what I do in the floor in there, but I do want to at least bring this out level at this point. And then maybe... And I'll fill in the rest of the gap later. Oops. Yeah, it looks natural-ish. What is taking damage down there? I don't really need to even worry about putting the dirt there, do I? But this is going to be a mixed dirt floor anyway, chiseled dirt and stuff. Obviously it's going to be an animal pen, so... I should have just got a water bucket and cleaned out this grass first. That would have been faster. But there we go. All that water, all that dirt gone again. Right, so what do we want to do? I'm thinking, what did I say this was? That I should never have used that mod. You see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2. I'm going to put my gate in here, I think. I'm beginning to find that the mod that removes the bounding boxes, whilst on the face of it is actually a pretty good idea, is not as good as I thought it was originally. And yeah, would I use it again? Yeah, in the right instance, if I was doing a heavy building series or doing a something that, you know, required me not to have all these ugly wet bounding boxes everywhere, I would, but I don't think I'd use it here. Alright, this lot can just be filled in as well for now, and then we'll get an excavator built, but we need to get this chicken in and repaired. Right, repaired, healed, fixed, yeah, all those things. Grab the crap. So let me get this in the bag. See, these are the ones that are annoying. It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't do it where if it kind of worked out where you were not, where you'd not done things, like where you'd not built. Right, so I'm thinking not all dark oak, because that would be overkill, and I'm thinking maybe oak would be the other natural colour to go in there with. It's supposed to be a chicken coop, so let us get, have I got I haven't got a crafting bench on me. Let's take a crafting bench with us. Yeah, I think that's probably the simplest thing that would really take it from being what I think is an excellent mod to a, you know, what am I doing? From being a mediocre mod to being an excellent mod. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'll get there eventually. Dark vertical planks. That's a parquet floor. It really doesn't work. I'm thinking going with that, and then we can go right. This is where we could do scaffolding, isn't it? And I don't think I have anything scaffolding like other than the actuals. Pretend scaffolding blocks, which are not, yeah, they're not scaffolding. You are not scaffolding. Stop pretending to be scaffolding. But we're going to go one. That's going to be a half. So if I do 1, 1, and 2, and then up 2, and then 2 like that. How does that fit with the grand scheme of things? Chisel bag, you are empty. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Is it not in front of me? I've got a chisel bag out, so surely my chisel is in my inventory. Or did it break? Did I break it? I've got a sneaking suspicion I may have broke it. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and then 1. Yeah, that works. The only issue then is going to be lighting it, which I suppose, yeah, how do you light that? Could use the same trick. Did I could have sworn I would have had a chisel. Give me a valuables chest. Give me a diamond. If I can't use a diamond to make something I'm going to build lots and lots with, then it's a piss poor show. Right. So how do I want to do this? The obvious way to me is we could do something a little bit more sensible. So if I go in here and get plane and go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 16 to a thing. So if I make you 2 1 2 like that, and then take this one down like that, let's have a look. You see, this is not spawnable yet, neither is that one, so we could just do that. Ooh, now that's awkward though. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that I was going to take that one down one, but that doesn't really work, does it? How about if we do down? Till it's a sliver. No. Better idea. Better idea. Been a bit too busy on the on the new server, obviously. No, 1 2 there, 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 there. Damn it! Still too low. Actually, that is not a problem. That is not a problem. There's actually nothing to stop me doing this. Like that. Have a look at that. Getting dark, but it's no problem. Now it looks a bit odd from that angle, but if we do the actual roof only at that kind of thickness, what do we reckon? Is that looking stupid, or is that looking more natural than the normal? Let's quickly sleep and do the plant watering. And maybe I should get a pattern going. That would be an obvious trick. Oh, now the only problem to drinking cider as a painkiller is it also fills your bladder. It does despawn. Thank you very much. I'm now not going to complain so much at the crap. Presumably, I want to try something now. Because I was keeping these as potential decorations. Let me just come out here, and I'm going to place you here with a torch next to you, just to indicate that that's one I've placed. So I've placed that one. Will that vanish? But thank you. That in itself is a huge thing for me, because I hate that bloody mechanism of the garbage. And I've never really sat down for long enough to, oops, okay, there you go, to see it despawn. Alright, let me, what are we on, day 4, 2 more days and the turnips will be on. And we can make some money. Which we can buy some more turnips with, and also move towards getting stuff done. Right. Right, there we go. You. So, plan, that was it. Blueprint, I should say. We need Is it blueprint? I can never remember whether they call it blueprint or plans. Let's try plan. No, okay, let's try at chisel. Back here. It is a design, and I want a positive, which is water bucket, paper, and lapis. Okay. That will give us what we need, and we can get in there and get a roof on, and we can finally do something with chickens, and then we can obviously rinse and repeat for normal livestock. Paper, and lapis. Lapis, paper, and bucket. Gimme. That's what we needed. And we'll also ditch you off. Those can all go together. I'm going to drop those off as well, I think. And though, did I have those beds with me all the time? I probably did. Blindness to what's going on around you is a classic trait. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we grab you, and we grab the single line, and we go and we pop it out like that, and then we come down here and repeat. So this is just so we can get away with the using the chisel, the positive, because there are two ways you can use it. You can either place down a full block and have it chisel them out, or you can place down a small block and have it replace and put them in. And now this should be enough. What we like, let's have a look. 12,580 blocks. So there should be more than enough for us to repeat that pattern. The other ones might be a little bit more difficult, and might be easier using a full block like that one. In fact, I may do that one first. But let us get you in. Oh, come here, you, and then you. Yeah, that probably makes a degree of sense, doesn't it? So if we go down here. Oh, no, that doesn't make sense, because we're not doing that. Ignore me. I know not what I speak of. Okay, we'll copy that, and we're going to pop you in there, and just run down here. I should probably take the shield off, but I've lost so many shields in this series already. I'm very reluctant. Oh, hang on, let me get the placement of that one and then that one. And then what I want to do here, well, let's recraft that for starters, is come around here, and this one I want you to go there are various ways of doing this lot. I just kind of find it's easier sometimes to get the first line done and then rinse and repeat. Plane, back to line, copy that, and then grab those. How are we doing for pieces now? See, we've used half of them doing that, so I think we're probably going to need to do a little bit more going forward. But Chisels and Bits is great. It's one of those mods that just takes something which is really finicky and makes it even more finicky. I love it. Although, as I say, there are times when I could quite cheerfully strangle the odd author. Oops. This not being one of them, strangely enough. This is not too bad. This is a fairly simple build. and we're almost, I would say, almost there. And then we should be good to go. Blob. Now this one we're going to have to also just put this back on like that, just to complete the thing, but that's fine. And then we can just plod through here, and eventually we will run out of bits. Like there. That's the bit we were looking for. So at this point what I will do is get maybe 5 of those, change you to solid. How are we doing? Yeah, we've got plenty of space. Yeah, my broadband isn't perfect this weekend either, so you know, don't automatically blame yourself. Virgin Media are doing their usual expert job of achieving customer service. Okay, so that's 2 down, several to go. This is not a trivial job, unfortunately. Hang on, let's go. Oh, I can't get up that way now, can I? Right, we'll go around here. That ambience mod keeps on falling up. Undo. See, it's a shame you can't get the connected plane in one go, but it's virtually, as best as I can tell, it is virtually impossible. Blob, plop, no. There, 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 and there, and there. Grab. Oh no, we want you. We actually want you first. Copy you, and then do the same. Yeah. So we'll do the same again here. Undo. You can get away with just placing one bit, but because I want to come all the way across here, am I going to be, let me just try something here, because this I'm sure would be easier from the ground. Yeah, this is probably going to be a lot easier from up, not the ground, from up here now. Without the shield. That way I don't have to worry about it popping up. Right, so yeah. What else has been going on? Well, usual crap. There's the usual stuff with DCM CIA takedowns. That was going on with one of the Steam resellers. I'm trying to think of the name of the fella whose channel was taken down, was DCMA'd, because he basically reported the truth. Of course, we all know that these days the truth is fake news. So yeah, that's kind of probably what the problem was. Okay, and then we can pop. Now, can I, if I tightrope walking? Right, let me get this in. As I said, we can't do anything until we get the money to heal the chicken anyway. The chicken is pretty much a dead weight at the moment, but yeah, I'll copy that, and we'll just to speed this up, we can come over here and we can paste that. Right, let's have a look. So that should now be correct as is. Yeah, it's going to take a little while, and my bladder is reminding me that I'm drinking liquid painkiller. So do not be surprised if we need to take a comfort break in a moment, or a be right back break, as I like to think of it. Oh man. So yeah, I got the. I think did I mention? I think I mentioned the new server that's up and running. So those of you who wish to play on it, it's running Sid's Modded Life, the pack I'm playing in my long-term thing, and so far it seems to be okay. I'm going to try and install Foam Fix on it because we are getting block lag. Well, we're getting tick lag. Now the tick lag is particularly impressive because, how do I put this? It's only using 4% of the processor. So it's using 4% processor. It's just so nice being able to come out straight out and hello, woo. Just ignore all the hostile mobs that. Well, there's the odd one, and obviously if I see a creeper, then we shall need to be evasive. Yeah, so we're getting quite a lot of. Hello. Are they harvestable? They are. Okay, cool. Water what we can, harvest what we can't, harvest what we can, and go and we shall replant those shortly. But first things first, we should have turnips. Now I suppose the other thing I could have done, and I probably should do, is go and see what's her face with some flowers, because she gives you free seeds for flowers, because she's a bit of a sucker for them. Yeah, but we should make a reasonable amount of cash from this first crop, and that will hopefully buy us enough to put another crop in and make lots and lots of money. Oh, they didn't grow yet. Okay. All right, that's not a problem, but they will want watering. I sometimes wonder whether it's registering all the watering actions, because I think that for that to happen, doesn't show what. Sorry, I'm half listening and half not, because I'm crap like that. Get me 5 of those, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's five flowers, and she gives you freebies. Let's see. Right, are you? God, looks a bit stern, doesn't he? Right, let's give you flowers. Already quite cramped in our home. Okay. Okay. Gift held item. I appreciate this. Thank you. You didn't give me out. Okay, fine. She's obviously decided she doesn't do that anymore. Right, let's do some flogging then. Now, I don't know whether there's a fast way of doing this either, but doesn't show up for me for claiming chance. Should do. I'll have to double check that. Did you get the latest version, or did you download version 1 or 1.1? Because 1.1 didn't have FTB utilities in it, and that could be the cause. Oh, can't wait to see how much money we get from a stack and a half of turnips. Yeah, because as I say, that's the only thing I can think of that might be causing that problem. Okay, what we're doing here, we need you down. We're doing a plane, bang. We're going to copy said plane, and we are going to get back up on the top, and then we're going to repeat line. Yes, I do remember it saying about hoppers. Now you mention it, I shall fix that post haste. Bump. In fact, what I may do is just whack that underground. I'm guessing that it doesn't require anybody to have access to it, so we'll just stick it underground and put a chest there with a hopper feeding directly into it. Put a chest inside, feeding into it as well. My God, the possibilities keep growing. Bang, bang, bang. I'm not going to break it until I've got that money though, because I've got no idea if that's going to be a break or not. Yeah. Of course, it has moved, hasn't it, into the tightrope walk fail. Yeah, that was a good point. It used to be where it was, but now it's not. It's in a different place. Well, I suppose I better get used to this walking on the edge of things, because tomorrow night I'm going to start recording Skyblock 3. Oh, hello. Yeah. Skyblock 3. And of course, you know, I don't like working over the void. I get vertigo. So consequently, doing any kind of skyblock tends to me to be an exercise in terror, which is good. It's all good. Everybody likes a bit of terror. If we didn't, we wouldn't watch horror films, would we? But yeah, it's only for the first episode or so while we get used to being able to get a base on it. But once we're there, then all good. Bang. Okay, and then right, how much more have I got to do? Good God, I've still got 5 more. I've only done 4. Okay, dark oak planks. Commence next sheet. I'm going to cheat. I want to do it from above. But it's not cheating, it's just I find this probably quicker. I'm going to copy you like so. We're going to put you back into line mode, and we are going to black you across again. Would it be quicker? Let me just try something here. I'm just going to undo. I'm going to pop you down a level. I'm going to do that is right. That one I'm going to leave for a moment, and then this one, that's actually one too thick as well. Alright, so what is dying down there? I keep seeing it. I'm not going mad, am I? There are little red numbers going on down there. Every now and again I turn around and I just see one. Please tell me I'm not going mad. I would hate to think I was going mad. Or any more mad than usual anyway. I'm just thinking it might be a lot quicker if we get this lattice work in first, and then do the building up and walking backwards and forwards. Might manage that a little bit swifter. So that's one done, and we can come over here and probably actually get out and do 2 as well. Maybe get 3 done at a time. It's quite fiddly. And thankfully we've got an undo button, but there you go. We'll get there eventually. And then we get to repeat this process on the barn for the cows, which we also need to get better, because I've neglected them all. I've been a very bad animal owner. which is, yeah. Oh man, that the swelling seems to be going down a little bit. Yay, please let it stay down. Although that could be the ibuprofen I took down, because that is an anti-inflammatory after all. So maybe that was the helping hand there. Who knows? Oh, wow. Probably a pharmacist would know, or you know, a chemist, or somebody who understands biology would probably know too. Me, not so much. I don't do that biology. I did biology at school. I was quite good at biology at school. It was one of my subjects. I even, and this is a scary idea for anybody who watches me, I even considered, and I use the word considered very loosely. No, go away. I considered a medical career. Yeah, you see, that's going to scare anybody. I decided not against it on the basis that I really didn't like the idea of having people's lives in my hands, and you know, at least as a computer engineer, if I cock up, the worst I'd ever to delete someone's folders. Right. In fact, let's see if we do it like that, and then we can blop, blop, blop. Yeah. CPMDL is probably one of my favourite tools to come out of the deranged mind of Vasky. Just the ability to, you know, throw your pack together using Curse, and then very rapidly prototype something up in Curse, test it all out, make sure it all works, upload it to Curse, download the damn thing using CP blah blah blah, and yeah, it is an absolutely awesome tool. Right, we need to hide again, but we'll find out how much cash we get for a stack and a half of turnips, and we can go and buy another enough to do, I'm not sure how many plots we have actually. We should need to get that done as well. Don't need to eat because we'll get that food back. Oh, we got a skeleton somewhere. Where is he? He's literally... Are you in my roof? Yeah, I put a barrel in here. I don't know why. I just kind of thought that was an interesting thing to do. We've got a little under the stairs. We've not done anything with that yet. What did we get? 5,700. That is pretty good. Okay. So let us go. Let's start off with... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8, 12 plots. So I need to buy, I think 12 lots of turnips would be ideal. So we'll go and do that very first thing and get those planted. Yeah, don't do... Not one for Creative Light, although the booster rockets, they are brilliant. The only downside to them, and this is, oh hello, you're there, shop, what did I say, 12 of turnips, and they're 5 days, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Let's go and get those in. Yeah, the only drawback to the booster rockets mod, and the mod author has been notified in the issues section, is that it triggers a 0 time buff or debuff. So with Quark, for example, installed and with the curse debuff enabled, it curses you. So yeah, that's not a bum. Let's wait a little bit. We seem to have a bit of block lag going on. Come on. I don't know what, it's not block lag. I think it's to the local server. Maybe that's why that band of crops didn't grow. Oh, oh, there you go. Now yeah, okay, so that goes in, and then we grab you, and we get some watering on. That's at 100%. We could actually upgrade that had we got iron or the ability to mine. Yeah, but we haven't, so we are a little stuffed. I think, again, in hindsight, knowing what I now know about this pack, about specifically the Harvest Festival mod, I would have certainly bum rushed getting to the point of having, at the very least, having the oh, we'll get there eventually. The very least having the iron block of iron and another one. Lovely, that will do the trick nicely. And then we shall go through here. So here is the plan, what I was thinking with my own very head. Pop that in there, under the wall. Eat a pork chop. Blacksmith, yeah, but we need, no, I would have bum rushed the mine, because you need the iron and stuff to upgrade these, so I need copper to upgrade that and money. What did I want? Chests. Chesty chests. Chests. Give me that and one of those, please. There we go. Yeah, so, oh, I actually need more chests, but that's fine, because I'm going to use fancy chests for the other one. I'm going to use some dark oak, I think, because it's classy. 3, 4. Okay, and then we'll pop those in there with those. Get there eventually. And then let's get these in, one pointing in that way, one pointing in that way. We'll stick our chest there and one there, and we'll just test it works. It goes through, it's left the hopper, it's in the system. Cool, good. Right, and one of the reasons, and there is actually, to be fair, I did deliberately want to avoid creative flight, any significant creative flight, because I do find, as much as I absolutely love the ability to just get up there and fly around and build and everything, because, you know, for me, the flight aspect of Minecraft is not about being OP when you're fighting PvP or even PvE. It's actually about making building easier, but it has to be said, I think it detracts from the game when it's too easily got, and I have to say, even the most tricky creative flight, you know, if you look at some of the, you know, like the Gravitronic breastplate from IC2, it was never that tricky that you wouldn't invest the time. And for me, I think that's probably the deal. When you actually look at, if you go to say, okay, here's Creative Flight, you can have Creative Flight, but to do Creative Flight, here are the hoops you have to jump through. Incidentally, did we mention that those hoops are on fire? And just for good measure, we've also drenched them in. We've also drenched you in kerosene, and you will be going into a kerosene bath at the far side. If the answer that someone comes up with is, yeah, no problem, it's too cheap. And that, to me, is the big issue with all of the Creative Flight mods. You know, the Angel Ring as was. I must admit, I haven't tried the Angel Ring since they modified it. The Angel Ring was too powerful. The Cursed Earth was not a major. Oops, did I? Let me just. Oh, well, we'll find out whether I did it wrong or not. I'm sure I just took that as a copy, but we'll check it and go in. Yeah, Cursed Earth really didn't think. I mean, the routine that Neil took me through to. Okay, don't know why that's there. To do the well, Neil will remember it. The ultra stable ritual that you had to do in the end. That was actually ludicrously complex enough that you might actually consider it not OP. Oops, hang on. No. Alt, there we go. That actually felt suitably stupidly complicated, that if you actually went, oh, well, you do this, you're going to need to get a chest, and you're going to have to get every single record. That was every single record, wasn't it, Neil? Yeah. Neil will remember this particular thing better than I do, because I'm sure he still probably has nightmares at night from when he thought it had failed the first time. Pseudo inversion, that's the beast. And you had to have, what was it, every record, a chest with a block of everything in, wasn't it? I can't remember the exact thing. Then you got that complicated thing, and then for every person in the end at the time you started it, you got this. Oh, that needs to be changed out. You got this wonderfully complicated battle where it just threw mob after mob after mob at you, and if you left it, it deactivated the ritual, and yeah, it was quite frankly ludicrous and at the same time glorious. Because once you'd every record, potion, cooked item, and naturally occurring block, yeah, I mean, it was a serious investment in time and effort. I think that's probably fair to say, isn't it? Oops, undo. I think if you were going to describe it, a serious investment in time and effort would adequately describe what you had to go through to get that. Now, if you imagine that the Creative Flight ring, the unlimited Angel ring that just worked all the time, was gated behind that, then maybe, just maybe, that would have been about the right price. And I say maybe because we've seen what happens when people build mods and gate it behind ludicrous levels of complexity. It's called Draconic Evolution. And there are many people who love Draconic Evolution. That's the one thing I'm actually not looking forward to doing in Sky Factory, because I think Draconic Evolution is ludicrous in the extreme. I think it was nice to play through once when we did it in Tolkiencraft, and it had its places. It gave us certain things, but I honestly do think once I got the Draconic Armor, it actually ruined the game for me. Once you get to a point that there is literally nothing other than the Chaos Dragon, which, you know, I've spoke about many times before now, that can challenge you. You have to ask the question, what's the point? Right, I'm not going to come any further with that one. That's going to stop at this wall, and I need to go and sleep. Before we get invaded, because look, you can see them already queuing up. I mean, this is helping that we're really well lit up. It really is, but it needs to be a little bit thing. So yeah, I just think Draconic Evolution is not overpowered. It is ludicrously overpowered, and it is a game breaker. Not and I mean that. I mean, literally, for me, it ruins the game when you get to that point. Now, people argue, rightly maybe, that no one forces you to play it. Even if it's in the pack, you don't actually have to do Draconic Evolution. Are you ready? Does that look ready to meet you? I haven't got the scythe on me anyway, so sweet. 28 days on these buggers, so yeah, they better be worth it. I'll go and get the scythe and we'll try that grass. Cucumbers. They're not ready, obviously. I'm not a fan of cucumbers. I don't like them at all. I don't like cucumbers. It is a disgusting flavour. But I think I recognise one as it was grown. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, one more. Bonk, bonk, bonk. So yeah, it is entirely my opinion. And the argument that you don't have to play it does hold a little water. It holds some water. It doesn't hold a lot of water, but it does hold some water. What was I looking for? Scythe. That was it. It was in my backpack. I must remember I've got a backpack. But yeah, it holds some water. Where it doesn't hold water, there we go. What do we get there? Fodder. Oh. So I can grow my own fodder. Okay. I can also flog fodder, I presume then. And go and buy some. There you go, fodder. In you go. Well, again, it's gated. I just don't think there's any time where having armor which makes you, for all intents, invulnerable, is actually a good idea. Virtually indestructible is one thing. Actually indestructible is another, and then having it where you know, the only thing that challenges you, well, that clearly, if I place it in the world, it doesn't despawn then. Having a system whereby, do you know of Ender Compass? Yeah, I think that's a cyclic one, isn't it? Off the top of my head. Don't quote me. There's various compi and things. I know Cyclic has dungeon finders and stuff like that. So, is it a compass to find the end fortress? Perhaps that would be, if I was going to second guess what that was. That would be my guess. Okay, and plob, 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 plob. Oh, we're nearly there. Hey, damn it. No, you are that. No, you are that. Alright, have I run out of bits, perhaps? What's going on? Yeah, I've come across it. It's why is this doing that? Why are you doing even do? Damn you! Damn you, head to heck and back. Damn you, board to heck. Right, let's try that again. Bang. Thank you. I am going to assume. Yeah, I thought we must be getting close to out, but I mean, there's certain mods I think are brilliant. You know, the Nature's Compass mod we've got in this, and almost everything I've built ever since I found it, to be honest, is great, because I get fed up with trying to find biomes. It wasn't so bad in, when did they bring in the hydration level? It was pre 1.7, wasn't it? You know, and you could go in on 1.7, pre 1.7, and you would know pretty much that you could wander around, and within a short period you would have found the biome you wanted. But now you can spawn, and if you try and find a jungle, good God, you're in for a whole world of hurt. Or a mesa, or whatever it may be. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we got a roof on. Took long enough. And I think this is the way my kind of opinion on mods is starting to shift, is that the mods don't have to add everything. They don't have to have the answer to everything. They have to add something which improves your overall quality of life in the game. And if they do that, then I think they really are a bonus. So, you know, you take things like inventory tweaks, storage mods that get you around these ludicrous levels of yeah, but I bet you something, if you found a jungle, I bet you weren't going to find a cold biome anytime soon, because that is a, oh, I pulled a cobble. I put the cobble in here. And I put my food in here. Okay. Homecraft Mineware barrels are decorative only. For the time being. I'm not happy with that at all. These were completely out of cobble now. Damn it. What, in 1.7? It shouldn't have been. Why do the high? Because the temperature gradient's too high. I think. I'm out of cobble. I'm completely out of cobble. I can't believe I'm out of cobble. I'm depressed now. I've lost my cobble. Damn it. I need cobble. Well, I can go mining, I suppose. They're not. What's going to be the best way or best thing to do under these circumstances? I think probably break down and cry like a girl would be an option. No offense meant to any girls. It's a stupid generalisation, which is actually in most cases wrong. There you go. I won't put you away for now. 10.2. That's surprising. They're normally not that forgiving of temperature variations, but yeah, sometimes you get lucky. That's all you can really say. Sometimes you will actually get lucky. Right, I need... what do we want? When do we want it? I want a hammer. That's going to be 2 plates, hammerhead and a thingy, and probably an excavator, which is that lot. But before we do that, I need to go to the toilet. So I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. Oh yeah, I just need to open this window a little bit as well. Back to there. Okay, all refreshed. So, question: should we also start looking at a crossbow? I think this has got a crossbow. Is it just a bow? I don't know whether it's got a bow or a crossbow. Let's just check. So we're going to need. We definitely need a plate. We've got the large plate. Have I made a cast for the large plate? I have. We're going to need a hammerhead. Of which we are going to not put a bed in there. We're going to want to stick that in there. That's going to take one of those. Plate, hammerhead, and what was it? I think it was just the tough tool rod. I think I may already have a tough tool rod. I do have a... oh no, that's a tool rod. Need a tough tool rod then. Tough tool rod consumes 3. Okay. Now I should have some brass. I need a couple of those to go in there. Yeah, so oh, it's so much better when you swelling seems to have gone down really dramatically as well. More so than I would have expected. This thing, this Gaikomos Foundry, that's a mod I'm finding really useful, although I still think it's possibly a little overpowered. Let me pop that in there for a second. We'll do the tool head, and then we need to decide what we're going to cast out of. I'm thinking, what do you reckon? Obsidian plates, Manulin head. What have I got in the way of Manulin? Have I got any precast? No. So I need 8. So 1, 2, 3. That's 6. That's, my God, that's expensive. Oh well, it is what it is. Manulin head, and then probably I'm going to go, I think, with a wooden, tough rod. Even though I made the thing, because the ecological is probably more useful than anything else to me. Yeah, stuff in the foundry. No, I think that's going to melt that. Not sure. Oh, yeah, for obsidian. I've got obsidian, I think. Sorry. Post toilet break. No, that's a block of coal. Okay. I have got obsidian, however. I haven't got a huge amount. Let's sleep. Just so we can watch these guys burn. Oh! That's nice. That is definitely OP. So your stuff in the foundry. Oh, I'll have to have a play with that. Yeah, that's potentially a little bit OP, especially if we. I want to do a little bit of testing with that in a moment. What we got there? 8 ingots of manulin. Okay, in you go. Now the plates are 8 each, and they you make. I'm going to need more obsidian then, aren't I? Damn it. Okay. Well, we need to go and water the crops, and then we'll go and find obsidian and do the thing, do the important thing. How are we doing here? Watering can. Make a lot more sense, I think, to actually start at one end as well, rather than the middle. Be nice to get a goddess pond this episode, if nothing else. Fill it up. I will double check. I thought it was 2, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I will certainly be wrong again. So look, uses for that in the foundry. You make 2 ingots, 288 millibuckets. So yeah, not a biggie. It's really that's a bit. Oh, hang on. Right, this is a biggie. Yeah, I'm coming. That's how to deal with witches. Witches don't expect you to do that. In my experience, they are quite cowardly creatures, and they expect you to run away. So the moment you do run, the moment you actually run at them and charge in like a lunatic, they're doomed. They are doomed witches, because their entire strategy in AI works to a degree on people running away. It's similar with Enderman, actually. The Enderman's AI is very fear-based, I suppose, is for want of a better word. But yeah, don't succumb to it, as my advice. Just get in there, show them who's boss, and yeah, don't let them win. Should explore. Oh, I'm wondering whether to. Yeah, no, because we've got crops going, and I want them to finish. Really, I didn't smell that badly. Good God. Okay, there we go, and hopefully this won't take too long. No percentage indicator on this version, but what do we need? We need 8, don't we, minimum? I always disable Enderman pulling quark. I think it's not too bad, but they I will be definitely disabling it on Sky Factory 3 if it's in Sky Factory 3, because they will pull you into the mob system. So that's one. If you haven't played Sky Factory 3 and you haven't heard of that one, that's an important one to remember, unless you enjoy being a part of your mob spawning system in an integral sense, and standing on your punji sticks or your spikes, because they will pull you onto those as well. I'm trying to think, there was a Reddit post from a YouTuber who and it was just a gif of the moment that they were doing the Enderman farm, and they went over and hit this Enderman, and it teleported them both straight into the kill chamber of their mob farm. It was brilliant. It was, well, not so much for them, but for me, actually, it was one of those moments where you just sat there and thought, yeah, that was cool. Anyway, yeah. But, yeah. You see, I've been in Sid's Modded Life in the overworld, because I keep seeing them wandering around, and if I see an Enderman, at the time of doing it, I was in 2 pieces of iron and 2 pieces of emerald armor. I just stare them in the face and wait for them to come for me and tech them. Tech them down. You ain't getting me, Enderman. But no, the witch algorithm is, I mean, the Enderman not so much. The Enderman, I think, have got a bit more of a bum rap, or more of a fearsome reputation than they deserve. Pigmen have got a very fearsome reputation, and I think they do deserve it, because once you hit one pig, you're in trouble. Because that's it. You just, But I think Witcher's reputation is largely overrated. I think that's a fair way of saying it. Right, let's get this hammer made, if nothing else, because I need my cobble, and I can't believe I've lost my cobble. I'm glad that I didn't use one of those barrels as a valuables chest. Suffice it to say, if I had, I would probably, in addition to swearing a lot right now, I would probably be spawning stuff back in. But I'm not going to faff around for cobble. It's cobble. But then, the thing with Quark is that one of the ideas with it is that it is entirely your decision how you do what you want to do. If you don't want that, if you don't want Enderman on, you don't turn them on. If you don't want something else on, you don't turn it on. Yeah, you can turn everything on and off. I mean, every single option in that mod is configurable, and I think that's hopefully becoming a tendency or a trend in most mod authors now, is to actually think, do I want that stump? I do. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I like these stumps. These stumps have got decorative potential. Everything else about the rubbish hasn't, but those stumps, and maybe the big logs as well, if I'm being fair to them. 8 blocks. That should therefore use 4 blocks. It did. Excellent. There, I suppose could do, but old habits. Old habits die hard. A lot of the time with these is you do tend to find, especially with Tinkers, because there's quite a lot of it has changed. And my natural inclination is to go straight for a slime handle again, and slime handles are not as good as they once were. That's one. And where's number 2? Come on. Oh, God, it takes so long to cool. Maybe a cooling add-on, something to cool these faster would be beneficial. Pardon me. Who knows? Other than the author. Thank you. Okay, let's get this hammer done. The other thing with the sharpening kit for a hammer is it does seem remarkably anti-intuitive. By which I mean it's right up there with having sharpness on a hammer. Obsidian plates in the part builder. Boo boo boo. I'm going to borrow a bit of this cave. I'm not even bothered about mining as such. I just want to get into somewhere with a cave and just basically hammer a bunch of crap out of it until I've got a few stacks of cobble. Because the problem is, if I go strip mining, I tend to find when I'm strip mining, I'm kind of surgical, if that makes sense. I'm aware that I'm down here for ores and the likes, and the reality is I'm not down there for ores. I actually want stone. That'll do for now. That'll give me a start. I mean, the night slime is apparently still very good as well, and I've just realised that you can get at that with you can access night slime with or the blood element with rotten flesh, which was a bit of a surprise. Now I'm going to start off with those. I think you can go there because I want your. I'm not sure. Does ecological work whether they're in your inventory or on your hotbar? He asked someone who knows, obviously. Alright, we'll do that, and we'll just do a bit of that going on. So the idea is we're going to use stone at the back with maybe a bit of fencing, and we're going to do something fancier at the front. Right, where are we? Quickly sleep, do the crops. I'm trying to remember how much we need for that, for the next part of the build as well. So maybe we should go and see these. If these were on the side, so that wasn't on the top, those I actually like. Right, mister. What do we need for a goddess pond? 16 logs. Oh, mining hills opened up. 2k 32. Mining hill. I'm sat there complaining that he's not giving me the chance. 32 and 2k. We've got that. We can actually get this one started. Come here. No, come here. Shop. Buy the mining hill. I'll do the goddess pond once we've got the mining hill in. The mining hill is a fairly large structure, and I think we're going to set him off back here maybe. Let's a bit of block lag of some description. Oh, I see. Don't know why we get this. I may have to try foam fix on this as well to see whether that helps. And these, I don't know if you've actually encountered foam fix or not, but foam fix is updates the maths apparently and makes it more efficient. Similar, I suppose, to better FPS and Fastcraft and other mods that do very similar things. Right, I would like you to be, I think, here. Let's have a look. This is a nice feature, the ability to put down a ghost image and preview, you know, preview the actual thing, make sure you're not picking any logs up as you go. But I like that. Yeah, off you go, matey. Get that built for me. While you're doing that, I'll have that. Thank you. Go on. Stopping. I'm going to have those as well because I can. In fact, I know they're not worth much, but while we're heading over here, we can pick those up, and we can. That one I want to keep. I'm not bothered about that, or that. That needs to go away. That I'm keeping in my inventory, just in case it does clean up with the ecological thing. As I say, I have no idea if that's a thing or not. We're going to need torches. We're going to need a fair bit of stuff actually, but first things first, we need to move on with this. And then a little bit of you. Okay, and repeat. These must be getting close to everywhere, or at least turnips. All right, how's he going over there? I want to, you know, I will be a terrible manager because I'm one of those guys that, you know, would I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm trusting you to get on with. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you 100% to get on with what you said you'll get on with. I'm going to trust. Don't mind me. I'm not watching. I'm not keeping my eye on you or anything. I am trusting you 100% to keep on with what you're doing. Is this all you've done? Is this all you got? I'd be that one. I'd be that manager. I would be terrible. However, given that we've got that going on here, and I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but needs doing. Your entrance is here, so if I do that there like that, and then this. One more like this. That'll do us. Gets us into here, and then at this point I would say we can come in this way. He seems to have finished working. Oh, I shouldn't have done that bit. Oh well. Seems to have finished, so what we'll do is we shall get this in quickly. Start off with the trodden disordered bricks, because they are my equivalent to the trodden dirt. Bum. Oh, I wanted that grass to stay there. Oh well, doesn't matter. A bit there, maybe come here and here and here and there, and there. Actually, let's take this out as well, and then put one there like that. Yeah, the secret to this kind of building, or this is disorder, believe it or not. And I'm going to stick, because I would like that to be grass there. So we'll stick one of those down there, one of those there, there, and there. Grab a little bit more of something else. We'll go with cobble, and then refill that in down here. And then back into the backpack for that and that. And we're going to change the mode to quarter brick. That's not quite what I wanted. Hang on. Like that. That gives us pretty much what we needed. I need to get rid of that. Get rid of those, get rid of those, and probably get rid of those, to be honest, because we're going to use this chisel in a moment to do some other stuff. So again, we've got the same kind of problem going on over here. It's not lit nicely and yada yada. So chisel out that dirt block and get these. And now if you really wanted to be economical, you can do them as a single slab, but it works just as well with a half slab. And obviously you can then come out here and get those, rinse and repeat, and you know, that's exactly how I've been lighting up the area. So, and we'll light up this once it's finished as well. I'll not do it all on camera though, that's a little bit much, and we are trying to achieve something, namely getting the chickens moved in, but we'll see how we go. We're coming up for, we've still got time. Time is not against us yet. The chickens, I use the word chickens. I wanted to check if I got any moss cobble or vine. Either will work. Moss stone. Oh, 4 vines. You are kidding me. Right. And I know I should have done this straight away the moment I came out here. Let's have a look at the map and see if we've got anything swamp related around the place. There. Got a bed. Let's go get some bar. Oh, have I got shears? No. Of course, why would I have shears? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Let's go and fix that problem as well then. If I've got no. Right, shears. Shears, everybody. In fact, let me just do something sensible and put some iron in that thing. I should also get pressure plates on all my doors. Right, so we need to get out to that swamp. We've got bed, we've got food. We've got plenty of time. Say we got food. We had food before that barrel ate it. Must let Rorax know that the barrel seemed to eat the contents between sessions. Obviously no error log because it did it between sessions, but that wasn't good. As I say, luckily there wasn't, apart from a little bit of food which we can replace, you know. It's things from Rorax and I think it's Atomic Blom, isn't it? Who does that? Yeah, Atomic Blom. For some reason, I don't know why, the name Atomic Blom reminds me very much of the name of the dwarf from Terry Pratchett, Glod. But I don't know why. Well, you see me, don't you, matey? But guess what? I am too fast. Too fast for you. Alright, let's get us a bit of vine, then we can get some moss, and at least we've got that going on. Maybe we should, while we're out this... no, I've still got crops. This is the problem that I find with this concept. Oh, blub, blub. With this concept, you know, the idea of coming back is vital to do your crops. So I need to get some vines here, get back, water the crops, otherwise they'll not grow. which makes it difficult to run out and just explore for the hell of it. Not impossible, just difficult. But if I get that's ambience, it's a hippo, I believe, actually. That, for some reason, I always think it's a crocodile or an alligator, but no, it's not. And of course, we don't have hippos. Oops, we don't even have hippos in Sid's Modern Life, as far as I'm aware. Mo Creatures hasn't added hippos yet. Okay, we'll get a little bit more here. Whoops, and I did that backwards, didn't I? No. I'd say if we got enough for a... Actually, you know, a half stack is more than enough. Especially seeing as we're this close. Oh man, those frogs need to stop. Yeah, it was the Hippo 950. Okay, we'll go with that. Right, grab you. Let's go back, do the water of the crops. Beep, beep. Right, out the way, Guardian. Oh, he's just lasering those squid, look. Whoa. I'd have veered a little bit then. Right, let us... so I'm thinking maybe next stream, maybe do an explore, because we haven't really done one, but I would like to get to the point where we can get into the mine, which I probably can do now. Gimme. Put it away. And then we can look at moving forwards. Now, I've been trying to work out, and some of you guys who've been playing this, the Harvest Festival mod, how do you get the kitchenware stuff, the kitchen counters, cookers and stuff? I cannot for the life of me. I thought it would be the cafe owner would be the obvious one, or maybe the clockwork, the clock maker would be the obvious one. Also sprinklers for that matter, because I cannot for the life of me figure out where they're coming from. Now, the problem when you're doing any of this and you're trying to fast track it is that some of the stuff comes from building relationships with these and giving them gifts. So there's a possibility. No, not quite. It's not quite there. What are you doing? Are you just still placing leaves? Yeah. All right. Yeah, and it is causing me not distress, but I might bring that road around and connect it up there as well. Boing, boing, boing. All right, what we got? What have we got going on in here? Hello, hello, hello. Do it. Proper English policeman. Hello, hello. What's all this stuff? No. My cousin's actually a policeman, and he doesn't sound anything like that. Surprisingly. But yeah, I've been hunting around to try and find out how you get those things. So if you look at the Harvest, you've got various things. Now obviously you pick all of this up in the mine, that's fine, that's from upgrading. These dark cows that exist in the mine, the food you get from your crops, you get all of that, you get your seeds, that's all to do with your chickeny, eggy, milky stuff. And then you get here and you've got a cooking pot, a food mixer, a fridge, a frying pan, a kitchen counter. I want that kitchen counter. There is no recipe for kitchen counter. You have to get it in the mod like you do most of these other things. Eventually, a recipe book. You've got all of this stuff going on. Recipes. Oh, and of course there is, I believe, a sprinkler somewhere. If I've missed that there, sprinkler, but no indication of how you actually get it in the game. So yeah, that's going to bug me because I want all those things. Right, where are we? Right, all watered. We're on day 10. These must be getting very close then. These are only like 4 days or something like that, and they've been watered every day. Right, let's go and try and get this back wall onto this structure here. And I think that's probably, yeah, I don't mind that at all as a... This needs actually lowering. Oh, does it? Oh, you know, it's not actually going to look that bad. No, I don't think it does. Okay, let's do 32 of you in moss cobble. Let's get you going, and we'll have moss bricks, and we'll plaster a few of those around. One of those there. Get this lot out. Oh, I'm guessing nobody knows that either. Then wouldn't surprise me. I'm completely stumped on it. It really is not making a great deal of sense to me at all. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do was maybe take those and make some cracked cobble bricks. Just the odd one. He says, plastering them in. There we go, and a little bit of that there. Then we can get on with this. This can go in here like so. And then we'll do a little bit of variation on the theme. There. As would possibly be, there's quite a few. I've got, what have I got? I've got a copper sprinkler. So on top of that then there's silver, gold, mistral, sorry. Oh, there's a cursed one. I've got no idea what that is. Blessed and mythic. So, yeah, stuff and things. Getting there. We are getting there, definitely. Oh, hang on. I'm going to need a new chisel at this rate as well. These things just don't last at all, do they? Maybe a bit of that going on and something like this here. And maybe pop a bit of you in here and here and here, there, maybe there, and then a bit of this just to round us out. Now that would be about that for the back wall, but there is one other thing that I like to do and I've found works surprisingly well. Shooting your chisels and bits models. No. The thing I have found which works surprisingly well if I've got any. I haven't. Unbelievable. Now I must have seen that. Granite. Gravel. I can't believe that I've not seen any andesite. I mean, that's possible. I just don't believe I've not seen any. Which is going to make life very awkward for doing that. Okay, forget it. Forget the andesite. We'll do andesite another time when I have some. All right. O for cyclic right now to get me up this ladder faster. Doesn't matter. So yeah, but interspersing some andesite bricks can, because andesite is obviously a similar grade, but it's slightly different. So again, it can just break up the wall of texture there and make it look a little bit, you know, nicer. Okay, put you away. So what do we got? I need to lose that, and oh, that doesn't live in there. That can live in there though. That and that lives in there. I'm going to get rid of the dark oak for now, and the dirt we shall chisel back into ordinary dirt as well for now, and then that can go in there. Yeah. Let me think. What next? Definitely going to need some more of this, and I really could use some ladders. Dark oak ladders would be ideal. I've got more dark oak, haven't I? That's fine. Let's make some dark oak ladders. Those are dark. Yeah, I can never remember. I used to. Am I the only one who used to like the 6 sticks recipe? Happy birthday achievement. It's supposed to happen on like spring 1 of your 2nd year, but some people have it happen later in their 3rd or 4th year. Okay, cool. And you purchase it from, well, whoever you purchase it from. we'll worry about that particular thing later. Bang. How we got there? 26. Okay, I'd like some of that going on. It's night time, so we need to sleep and then water the crops, and then we should be able to go and purchase a well, let's see what we can come up with. I'm very tempted to get into the mines as well, just so we've done it this episode. Hi Irish. Wow, lots and lots of stuff ready. Are you ready? You are. Oh, and these are a multi-harvest. If I'd have known that, then they would have been far more than they were. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Far more than they were. But that's all right. This is going to get us a goodly sum of cash. And then we can plant. Well, cucumbers are now, what are we at? The 11th of 30. So we've got 19 days left. So maybe worth hanging around. It was touch and go whether I even stream tonight with my tooth, but it's behaving itself, courtesy of ibuprofen and cider. Ibuprofen. I'm never sure whether it's ibuprofen, I'm never sure. So that was day 11 when the cucumbers came in. Okay, right. Let's go. Oh, how many plots do I need to do? God. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically another 8, isn't it? Although those 2 of them are later. Yeah, he's behaving right now, so yeah, as I say, it seems to have gone down quite dramatically. So we need, what did I say, 12? Yes, hello. I'd like to purchase an igloo. No. So cucumbers were 10 days, they're 5 days. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then 8 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. But now I know that, next time we'll do it proper. Whee! Right, so cucumbers, we can go here and here, and we'll keep these two to go to cucumbers later, and then these can be all turnips. I have a cunning plan, my lord. Sorry, the word turnip just brings out the Blackadder in me. Or is it the bulgur? I'm never sure. Right, and get you done. And then you all done. Oops. And then you all done. Yay! Bonus. Right, so I want to go and have a look. I want to get some inspiration for this chicken thing, because at the moment what we got is a very large barn. You know, no matter how generous I am being, it is a very large barn. And I'd like to have a look inside the chicken coop. We've got a sick little chicken. We've got a feeding tray, we'll have that. So what have you've got like halves. See, my thoughts are, because that's 1.5 blocks. We've got the bales. Very tempted to pillage your place, you know, love, and just like take everything. I won't, because I'm not that kind of landlord, but alright, we've got some ideas, not a huge amount of ideas, but some ideas. Hay bales are going to be awkward. And you are shop, I bet you sell hay bales, don't you, or something like that. No? Cow treat, fodder, 20 each, okay. Cow trough is 500, okay. And if I were to go and just I turned off the thing, you don't fill it at all, it's more like the Stardew Valley one, but obviously I don't know how we can get it. It's possibly cheaty. Nest box is 1,000, so I can't afford any more of those right now. And I've got no idea how I am going to get hay, because hay requires wheat, and wheat we ain't got. I mean, we're growing it 28 days, but there you go. All right, let's think. Oh yeah, let's think. Thinky, think, thinkity, think, and think. So if this were my chicken coop, where we're going to have maybe 3 or 4 chickens, maybe half a dozen chickens, who knows. In fact, this probably is too big. If I'm going to be honest, this is almost certainly too big. What have we got? So you have thatch, but again, thatch uses wheat, and wheat uses man, only uses 4 at least, which is a plus. Dear oh dear, does anybody sell bales? Anybody sell bales? Excuse me, madam, do you sell bales? You do not. You sell bread. I'm going to have a look in your basement and see what you got that I can nick. I know they've all got stuff in these various chests. Bone meal, which is actually fairly useless. Yeah, I don't think you actually had anything, did you? Damn it. Just clean up your bloody cellar. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Feels a little bit cheaty, but excuse me, sir. Would you mind looking the other way? I'm going to leave you that one. Consider yourself warned. Do you mind? And I'll leave you them two as well, because I'm kind like that. And I actually can do that. Now, in theory, I think, let's just check this with one of those. I think we can actually sell this. Yep, it's gone in. Let's see what it sells for. And then we can make these round back into these, which is obviously, here we go, and we'll sell, yeah, we'll sell that one. I'll give us 2. Actually, I won't know what, did I just put a whole load of stuff in? I did, didn't I? I did. Damn it. I'm not going to know what they sell for now. Oh, damn. So if I were to go and create a little battery hen system. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is 4 enough? How many chickens do you think I'm going to want to pet and feed every day? I think 4 is more than adequate. I really do think 4 is going to be more than adequate. And at some point I'm going to want to catch a horse, because, you know, that's what you do, isn't it? You catch horses. I'm just going to do this, I think. No, that's really not very creative at all. I'm sorry, I'm not. Well, that would be a lot of money's worth from pillaging the things, but then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've pillaged the things. Let 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what I was thinking is go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on top of that we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. There is no particular rhyme or reason why this design. I'm just kind of jamming. Ideas around, really. But if we go with 4, then we can put 4 nest boxes in. That'll give us room for 4 chickens. We can make this again look reasonably nice with a bit of fence. Do we want, yeah, I think if we do something like that. And then maybe we do this kind of going across the top here. This looks like no chicken coop, by the way, that I have ever been in. I will be brutally honest, I've been in quite a few chicken coops. Grown up on a farm, you know, it's quite a regular experience going in a chicken coop to get the eggs. And yeah, they don't normally have this much space. Even the free rangey, semi-free range ones are usually a little bit more cramped than that. But it's not a bad start. And then I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll bring the wall out here, and we'll have another portion over there. We can split this into 4 then, because there's sheep, cows, chucks, and obviously I'll want to catch a vanilla os. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, we've got 2 of those left, yeah. And we are 20 past 10. My god, ibuprofen's holding out. Yeah, all right. Guys, so much nicer being able to get up and just go out. He says as he walks straight into a creeper. Boom. That wouldn't be the first time. Right, so you, and you are all ripe. That's not ripe yet. Oh, God. So I'm going to need one more. How much did I get? Oh, I got a reasonable amount of cash. That's good. Okay. Quick water in. That. Oh, I'll not bother with the others. And then we're good for. Well, we've got a reasonable amount of cash for that lot though, which. Means we can do stuff now. For example, I think what I should do before we finish up is make. Now let's finish this. Let's get a front on this. If nothing else today, what we are going to do is we are going to get a bloody front on this chicken coop. Chicken coop's going to have a little bit of. Oh God. Okay, let's change this up then. Chickens are little, they don't need much space. We'll stick a bit of you. Actually, that's not going to be seen there, so we'll stick a bit of you here, and then we'll get the rest of this going like this, and maybe a little bit like this. I'm going to need to do something with that wood line up there. I don't know what yet. And bit like that maybe. Throw in a bit of cracked here and here and here. Throw a bit more mossy in there and there. And then we just need to come up with something for that central point there, don't we? Which, oh, and then of course for the sides here as well. Have I got dirt on me? I have. Not a lot, but we have dirt. And then again, maybe something a little like how big a door do we want? I think we'll probably do a 1 wide door there. No, a 2 wide door. 2 wide door. Yeah. And then we'll get you going like so. Bit of cracked. And a bit of moss. And then a bit of normal. So I just need to do something with that, and we're almost there. Put a little, not both moss, that looks wrong. We'll get that and that going. God, hang on. I need to go sell those turnips and clear my inventory just somewhat. Whee! Have some turnips, thank you. What can we get rid of? Obsidian can go. Slabs can now go. I definitely want to keep hold of those. And I want to keep hold of that. God, this is half the problem, isn't it? Oh, and the slabs don't live in there because this is my wood chest over here. Keep. You can actually, though, those. I do want those. Oh God. That can go in there. That can go in there for now. That's good. What did I want? What did I want? I wanted a chest like that one. And let us go over here. And we are going to. I'm going to start off with. Oops. I'm going to flail wildly at the floor with the wrong tool, or alternatively known as I'm going to dig a hole, and then we're going to pop that in, because chicken coops do tend to be, with the best will in the world, they tend to stink. Give me that. Thank you. Right, if I go and grab one of you and place that down, and then get into my chisel bags, chisel bag, oh, that's gunpowder, that's not what I wanted. Chisel, that's what I wanted. And if I go and take off 1, 2, if I then take this, and place that on there, dig that up, and we can go and place you in there. Perfect. You'd hardly know that that wasn't actually what we intended. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No, that's not what we wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and then we're going to take you. We're going to chisel a little bit off the top of this one. 1, 2. We're going to chop that out. Oh, there's my inventory. My inventory's full. You can go. You can go. Hup. Get this. We'll do that. Yeah, that works. Probably easier. I mean, I was thinking I could use the pattern, but it's probably easier just to grab that lot, isn't it? Well, except of course I can't get up. But apart from that minor problem, then, you know, it is probably easier to grab that. So I've got 5. Take. That means I'm missing one, does it? Yes, there we go. I take these and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chisel that back. 1, 2. I do like the ability that you have with this to actually create custom blocks with your own textures on. I mean, it makes a huge. It's such a good feature. Yeah, I know that's not really there. It's just joking me. He's trying to trick me. That's what it's trying to do. Pop you out here. Right, so then we got a bit of this going on. And then we're going to get the chisel on again. Okay, let's go with dirt bricks for start. I'm not going to go with the trodden floor so much for this one. I want this more to look like it was intended to be dirt brick with maybe the odd bit of something other going on in there. Maybe a bit of that. And then maybe just a little bit of what we got. We've got dirty dirt. Happy souls, not really what I'm looking for. Reinforced cobble. I think that's probably the best option. And then we need to F7 in here because obviously we've got a problem with lighting. So we can keep it fairly straightforward, just like that. I don't think we need to do anything fancy with lighting in this one. Because there is a tendency, especially when you can, to get a little bit carried away with the fancy lighting. Let's put the seed tray down there. Let's put the chest there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I only need. It doesn't matter. I only need, because you get 3 per craft, don't you? Going from bog standard vanilla doors, and excellent. So that's the chicken coop done almost. I need to go and grab my nest box and the contents of that chest in there, and the chicken would be handy as well. So we've got plenty of cash. So chicken, egg, chicken, nest box. Damn it! Don't mind me. I shall be just borrowing that temporarily, and I will probably pinch the rest of this hay if I'm brutally honest. Oops. Oh, she doesn't mind. Okay, so what do you sell? Shop. Incubator for 7.5. Not quite at this moment in time. Chicken treat. Well, yeah, we'll buy some chicken treat. We've got a nest box for 1,000. I don't really want that yet. I want an animal medicine. Those are the 2 bits we need. Hang on, I also need to drop off something. Hang on, let me just do that. Pop those away. Get rid of you, you, and you. Pick those back up again and go get the chicken. Let's remove the chicken to its new home, heal it with its chicken medicine. And seriously, how ludicrous does this look? You can tell me. I'm not to be offended. Okay. Whoop. Sorry. Put your nest box down. Your nest box goes there. We'll put you down. We shall give you a chicken treat. We'll give you your animal medicine. We'll give you some food. You are happy and everything is good. In fact, what we can do is stick food in there just in case we forget. Right. Chicken done. Chicken done. It could be the name of a film. I have. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at the names. It's just not what you expect to see when you turn around and look in chat. Right, we need to do 2 things now. We need to empty our inventory of crap first thing. That. I'll keep those on me. We need to go and get our hammer. That's what we need. And then we're going to need to grab torches, lots and lots of torches, which I'll do with that, I think. And then with a bit of luck we'll have some coal, which we have. Let me just do 16. That should be enough there. Yeah. Right, so before we call it a stream, before we call it an evening, before... Oh, hello. There's a lot of fellas around today. They obviously managed to get spawned in. That needs to go in there. Let's just pick you up. Pop you down again. Oh, and you laid me an egg. Well done. Here. No, you're not hungry. Okay, there you go. So, chicken installed. We need to just check the crops and get those sorted wherever possible. See, why are some of these not growing? I think there's some element of lag taking place, or the glass itself is in some way interfering. Because a lot of this should have been grown by now. Which is odd. Okay, there you go. Right, so what are we doing to finish off? We're going to go and attack. Only going to go in here and attack this this mining hill. I want to check what you've got now as well. Come here, you. What do you have for sale now? Just the Goddess Pond for 516 wood. I just want to go and get 16 wood. Sorry, I said it'd be good to the mine, but it's 516 wood. It's peanuts, really. And in theory, if we're lucky, it should just fit nicely in here. Right, let's grab that Goddess Pond quickly. I'm missing a lamp as well. There. Right. Where have you gone, Ulif? Bye. Thank you. So this is quite a big structure. Let me just place that down so we can see how it fits against the back here. Oh, it needs to be one forward, I think, and down. Let's have a look at that. What do we think? My day's been mixed. I think that really does go nicely in the middle. I know I've kind of just filled in over the whole load of my things and stuff, but you are getting, yeah, go. Go, Ulif. I think there should be a block there. Right, what's it? Where is he? Come on, he's off. I don't know what he's doing. He's just running around backwards and forwards doing stuff. I think he's probably doing something underground by the looks of it. Anyway, while he's doing that, we're going to head off to another dimension with voyeuristic intention. Sorry. We'll not do the time warp again. Right, in we go. This is the mining hill. And it is another dimension. It's going to be very dark. So hence why I brought all these torches with me. And what you tend to find down here is stuff like these stones, which if you hit with a hammer will give you stone. It's that exciting. Now this thing is basically a bottomless pit. This is the mines from Stardew Valley, from things. We don't have slimes. It would be nice if they'd have added slimes, but you can run down and you can get your torches out and run around, just check what you got. Just a little bit of stone really, I think. But obviously what you're doing is you are aiming to level this up, so everything you do with this, you level up the stone, and then eventually you can get it to copper, and through all the various grades. So we're into the same thing really. In terms of threats, I think you get dark cows and dark chickens. I've not seen anything else when I've played around with it, so yeah, don't expect it to be terrifying. And what I should have probably done actually is brought down an escape rope. Yeah, we're not going down that far. Jump, hit the rocks. Oh, cool. Thank you. And copper. This is what we're after. This is the good stuff. Well, it is right now anyway. Okay. What are you though? Jump. Jump. Bang. 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 I'll see you later. Oh dear. Bang. Bang. We're making progress. Boom and bang. Okay, well that seems to be working. Let's carry on down a little bit. Oh, more copper. We'll need it, so we'll grab it. Yeah, there's, as far as I'm aware, there is no, well, there's no quick way to get down to the depths you go to, so there's no elevator or anything, which is a shame. That would have been a nice addition, I think. Thank you. And we'll go down again. Hooray. Wow. Night vision would be handy, wouldn't it? I don't know whether the rocks have any particular value, but what they do is they level up your hammer. So yeah, I mean they have value insofar as that. Wow, we're down a level again. Still no bad guys. Okay, bump, bump. Not sure whether that's a good thing or not, to be honest. Although, to be honest, Stardew Valley could really have used armor. Get down there. Yeah, the mines. It's 5:30. We'll probably not go too far or too deep into the mines this time. For one, we're at 50% and about 50% durability. I can hear a chicken. So if we can find the bad guy, okay, there you go. Now I wonder whether you can capture the chickens, the dark ones. Because obviously you get the void eggs in Stardew. wonder whether you get the same in this. The nothing. Okay. Ow. Oi. Stop it. Stop. I'm being attacked by little dark chickens. You know, I can imagine these would be very nasty if you weren't equipped. That was surprisingly vicious. Is there any more? Oh yeah, bloody hell. There's a lot of them in all. Wow. That escalated quickly. Oh dear. Right, let's what time are we at? We'll just get this lot and then escalated very quickly. It makes you wonder how bad the cow's going to be. Right, we need to get out, and I should have got the escape rope really, but it doesn't matter. We'll just keep on up the rope. The escape rope just gets you out fast anyway. So right, up and up here. It's a shame there isn't a fast travel down as well. That could be, you know, something. Say, oh, you have reached level, you know, 60 of the mine or 70 of them or whatever it may be, and just fast travel back down like the elevator in the caves would be potentially nice. I don't think it's essential, but it would be nice. There's my exit, and it's obviously night time. Haven't you done yet? Let's go sleep and see about what's next. So yeah, that was the mines. I don't know whether it's anything that's entertaining enough that you would want to do it a lot on stream, because it really isn't. Well, you're still doing stuff. That's fine. The Goddess Pond is still being built. Right, so we need to check out our crops, see what's going on. Finally, we can get you harvested, and we can place down you. Might not have time for that now, but and then we can place down you there. Yeah, that was I mean, it's an interesting mechanic, don't get me wrong, having a little mine dimension. I think if you're part of the obvious pun, I think it could use a little more dimension. It just seems a little bit of a shallow exercise, really. When you consider what caving would be like, you know, for normal Minecraft play, it's really isn't the hugest thing in the world. Let's go and see our little Chuck, see how Chuck's getting on, and we'll maybe get some more Chucks going further forward. How you doing, Chuck? Here, there you go, off you go. And you've probably already eaten, so we'll have your egg. Pop that away for now. I don't know, I'll probably sell those ultimately, but yeah, we'll grab this crap while we're here. It's all free stuff, isn't it? It's all free money, which is what matters. Oops. Helps if you have the right tools. So yeah, but anyway, we're getting steadily there. We need to think about a cow shed, a sheep shed, and a horse for where I'm going to keep my bobos. Yeah, so where he's digging in, I'm going to obviously replace these back with dirt. but that's fine. He can do his thing. Get that Goddess Hill built. And yeah, I think we'll probably, at that note, call it an evening. We'll just get rid of that and that. Junk ore, is that worth anything? Do you use it for anything? I mean, he asked for stone to repair the stone thing, so my gut feeling is a big fat no. But sorry, put it in there. There you go. Right, so you are 100%. You are 50%. You are 100%, but we need iron, so we need to get deeper down in the mine for that. Let's go and have a chat with the blacksmith about a hoe, shall we? Hey, chat. Oh, to repair, you've got to repair it first. Okay, and then you're going to take it off me for a day, aren't you? Oh well, we'll live. Stone. Let me go and grab stone. And maybe I should have tried that first day. Take 32. I mean, how much stone does he need? There we go. And yeah, I think on that point we can then call it a night. Excuse me, sir. Chat. I've really oh, okay. You need to do it with the actual thing. Chat. Thank you. He took one piece of stone. Really? Come back in a day. Okay. Well, on that note, we're going to call it an episode, and I think, an episode, a stream. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.